Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we cut through the noise and get straight to the insights you need. We're all living through a time of just unprecedented technological shifts, especially with AI. It's moving so fast, isn't it?
It really is. Almost too fast to keep up sometimes.
Yeah, so how do we truly stay informed, extract real, actionable value, and avoid just getting lost in the sheer volume of information out there?
That's the million-dollar question for so many right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
The sheer pace of AI development can feel, well, paralyzing.
Our mission today is really to provide you with some clarity and context, help you
Yeah.
navigate this landscape maybe a bit more effectively.
Exactly. So for this deep dive, we're tapping into something really special, the AI Community Learning and Strategy session.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't just some casual chat group. It's a vibrant, rapidly growing collective of professionals, really diverse backgrounds.
Great.
And they're not just observing AI, they're actively exploring, learning, and applying it, in their daily lives, in their work,
Uh-huh.
actively doing it.
So our goal for you, our listener, is to basically extract the most important nuggets of knowledge and the practical strategies from their discussions. Think of this as your shortcut, maybe, to being genuinely well-informed and ready to adapt.
And it's quite remarkable, actually. This community, it started with just 4 people.
Wow, 4.
Yeah, just 4.
Yeah.
And it's organically grown to 37 members in, get this, merely 10 weeks.
10 weeks, that's incredible growth.
Isn't it? And their explicit goal isn't just, personal learning. It's bigger. It's to be early adopters of AI and, crucially, to ensure that communities which have historically lagged in tech adoption are on the curve, if not ahead.
That's a powerful mission.
It really is. It's a movement towards empowerment through proactive engagement.
I find that incredibly inspiring. So what can you expect from our deep dive today? We're going to unpack some essential mindsets for truly navigating AI, discover practical tools and automation techniques that could really change your workflows.
The practical stuff.
Yeah, and explore a groundbreaking shift in how we search for information online, and also consider the crucial ethical dimensions of this technology.
Can't forget the ethics.
Absolutely not. Get ready for some genuine aha moments, I think, and maybe some surprising facts that will absolutely leave you thinking differently. Let's jump right in.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's begin with what we're calling the AI mindset. This community clearly understands that diving into AI successfully requires embracing, well, continuous learning, acknowledging its limitations, and leveraging the immense power of collaboration.
Right. You heard this group grew significantly, and their commitment, as one member, Zena, put it, is to ensure their community is on the curve, if not ahead, when it comes to new tech.
And what's really fascinating here is how they intentionally cultivated this safe space for learning.
Yes, the safe space idea.
Yeah.
Zena, she mentioned this with a bit of dark humor, drawn from her 15 years at Ernst & Young.
Oh, I can imagine. EY PTSD, she called it.
Yeah, exactly. She described feeling this profound exhaustion from those traditional high-pressure work environments. So for this group, looking stupid and failing isn't just tolerated.
It's required almost.
It's explicitly stated as a prerequisite for learning AI. The core insight here is that in this lightning-fast world of AI, failure isn't a bug. It's like a feature.
Failure as a feature. I like that.
Yeah, this iterative process, this embrace of experimentation, even if it means getting it wrong sometimes, that's the fastest path to true innovation and rapid learning.
I completely agree that fear is such a huge blocker to learning. But when we talk about understanding limitations, is there maybe a risk of becoming too cautious?
That's a fair question.
How do we balance acknowledging AI's shortcomings with the imperative to keep pushing its boundaries, especially in a community focused on being early adopters? Charles, for instance, he really emphasized understanding the limitations, not just the cool stuff, to really get the most out of it.
That's a critical balance, absolutely. And it's a constant negotiation, really. We need to be aware without being paralyzed by it. And Ari's observation adds another layer here.
Okay.
She noticed that some software platforms intentionally limit AI capabilities or restrict internal AI workflows.
Intentionally. Why?
Well, often it's a strategic choice to push users towards, the higher tier subscriptions, the premium versions.
Ah, the upsell.
Exactly. So it's not just about AI's inherent technical limits, but also those imposed by business models. Recognizing these strategic choices allows you to find workarounds, or at least makes you a more informed consumer.
That's a really insightful distinction. So the limitations aren't always about the tech itself, but sometimes about commercial strategies. That makes sense. Kira shared a personal challenge I think many of us can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
She said she tends to start with those limitations, asking, what can't it do? But she's actively pushing herself to think a little bit more expansively about what's possible before jumping straight to the limitation.
That's the shift. From can't to how can it?
Exactly. So for you listening, consider this. How can you leverage a deep understanding of AI's boundaries, both the technical ones and those imposed by platforms, to make more informed decisions, choose the right tools, and avoid common pitfalls in your own projects? It's really about being savvy and strategic.
Right. And moving from that mindset to action, the community discussed practical AI, focusing heavily on tools, automation, and, well, revolutionizing workflows.
Okay, the hands-on stuff.
Yeah. Many members are diving deep into UiPath. That's a leading platform for robotic process automation, or RPA.
RPA, right. Building software robots.
Essentially, yeah. It allows you to build software robots to automate tasks. And Masai, he explained two powerful types of automation that are really essential to grasp.
Okay, let's break this down. First, you have AI automation. What's that exactly?
So AI automation is where different AI-powered platforms talk to each other to streamline processes.
Ah, okay, like system to system.
Precisely. Imagine an AI agent reading your emails, identifying key info like project deadlines, and then automatically updating, say, a dashboard or your task management system.
Got it. Seamless data flow, intelligent connections.
Exactly. It's about that seamless flow and intelligent decision-making between systems that normally don't connect.
Okay, and the second type?
Then there's UI automation, which honestly can be incredibly transformative for many businesses.
UI, user interface.
Correct. This is where an AI agent acts like a human, literally on your computer screen.
Okay, like watching me work and copying it?
Sort of. It interacts with software exactly as you would clicking buttons, typing data into fields, opening applications, moving files around.
Wow, so why is that so valuable?
Well, it's invaluable when platforms lack direct integration, those APIs or connections, or simply when you need a robot to do repetitive, rule-based tasks the same way a person would.
I can see the appeal for business owners there.
Absolutely. And Kira, for example, she's not only taking the UiPath course, but also reading this book, Agentic, which explores how AI agents can operate with different levels of autonomy.
Agentic, meaning acting like an agent.
Yeah, from just assisting humans to performing tasks entirely on their own, essentially becoming more agentic, more independent.
So imagine that, an AI agent handling those mind-numbing repetitive tasks on your screen, freeing you up for more complex, maybe more creative work.
Exactly.
What workflows in your daily life or business could be transformed by these types of automation? Think about the valuable time and energy you could reclaim. It's pretty compelling.
It really is. And beyond just UiPath, the group shared a whole array of AI tools and some clever hacks.
Okay, like what?
Well, Dr. Charmaine highlighted Perplexity for ethical research. She found its ability to provide verifiable links and integrate other LLMs.
LLMs, large language models like ChatGPT.
Right, like ChatGPT and Claude. She found that integration invaluable for ensuring accuracy and transparency in her research.
Verifiable links are key, especially now.
Absolutely. And Desmond even shared a neat little tip about getting a free year of Perplexity Pro through Xfinity Rewards.
Yeah, nice tip. A little bonus.
Always look for those perks.
Now, speaking of perplexity, you mentioned Masai hinted at something even bigger, a fundamental redefinition of how we search for information.
Yes, this was fascinating.
Can you elaborate on what he means by a search wrapper around LLMs and why that's so significant?
Absolutely. So Masai sees Perplexity as more than just another search engine. It's a search wrapper around LLMs, and it's aiming to redefine search entirely.
A wrapper.
Yeah.
Like it uses other models underneath.
Kind of. Traditional search gives you, a list of links. Perplexity strives to give you direct, verifiable answers.
Ah, synthesis, not just links.
Precisely. He mentioned their ambitious attempt to acquire Chrome, which is huge, and their new comment browser, and how lawyers are already using it like a junior lawyer for initial research.
Or junior lawyer.
Yeah, quickly pulling concise, sourced information. This isn't just a tool. He sees it as a paradigm shift in how we approach finding information. It emphasizes contextual answers over just lists of links.
That is a massive shift. And thinking about quick wins, another came from Masai, right? Glass.
Oh yeah, Glass. Simple but effective. It's a Chrome extension that pulls transcripts and provides an AI summary directly on YouTube video pages.
Oh, that's useful. Imagine the hours saved for content analysis or catching up on long meetings or talks.
Totally. And speaking of time saving, Desmond shared another clever hack for summarizing long YouTube videos.
What was his trick?
He uses a transcription service first, gets the text, and then feeds that transcript into ChatGPT. He asks it to summarize or pull out the key points, maybe create a framework.
Smart, using one tool to feed another.
Exactly. And Dr. Charmaine had her own mind-blowing discovery, as she put it.
What was that?
She learned to ask ChatGPT to actually improve her prompts.
Ask the AI to help you talk to the AI better.
Yes, for getting better results, especially when she was building a persona for her therapist community and generating marketing content. That's like next-level prompt engineering, training the AI to help you get better results from the AI.
Okay, that's genuinely clever. But perhaps the most compelling testament to AI's impact came from Sebakunzi.
Ah, yes, Sebagunzi's first world problem.
He called it that. Tell me more.
Yeah, he shared what he humorously called his first world problem. By really pushing AI agents to their limits, using very detailed verbose prompts and leveraging audio features, he's saving over 40% of his time.
40%, that's huge.
It is. He's actively tracking it. And now his problem is figuring out what to do with those 20 minutes free in an hour.
That's incredible. So the challenge isn't just using AI, but figuring out how to reallocate the time it creates. That's profound, actually.
Indeed. Sebakunzi's experience really highlights a fundamental shift that's coming.
So thinking about your own workflows listening to this, which of these tools or strategies could you maybe implement right away to save time, get verifiable info, or enhance your creative output? There are so many practical applications available right now.
Really practical stuff.
And this naturally brings us to what Masai calls generative engine optimization, or GEO.
Ah, yes. GEO. The next wave.
This is the new frontier, moving well beyond traditional search engine optimization, SEO. This is where it gets really interesting, I think, especially for anyone looking to be found online.
That's right. Masai explains that people are increasingly using these large language models like ChatGPT as their primary search engine.
Instead of Google.
Well, maybe alongside it or increasingly instead of it for certain queries. Instead of typing best therapist near me into Google, they're now asking an LLM conversationally, what's the best therapist near me and what are their specializations?
That subtle shift in how people search.
Represents a massive change in how visibility is achieved online. It's a whole different ballgame.
And we saw a powerful real-world example of this, didn't we? Dr. Charmaine's experience.
Yeah, she shared her blown-away moment. She received a potential speaking opportunity because someone found her through ChatGPT.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Mm.
After she'd written just one article related to AI in mental health, it just shows how quickly this new search paradigm is taking hold, almost silently in the background.
Wow. So how do you adapt? How do you optimize for that?
Well, Masai offered some clear strategies for GEO. First, think about the specific questions people would ask an LLM about your profession or service.
The actual conversational questions.
Exactly. Then, incorporate those questions and thoughtful, comprehensive answers directly into your website content, your articles, your blog posts. It's about anticipating the conversational LLM query, not just stuffing keywords.
Okay, answer the questions people are asking the AI. Makes sense.
And here's a surprising fact, or maybe a contrarian take. Masai suggests that being genuinely unbiased about your competition might actually give you an advantage.
Unbiased, how so?
Well, for example, if you're a law firm and you acknowledge something another firm does well, while still highlighting your own unique strengths, an LLM might be more likely to pull your content.
Why? Because it seems more balanced.
Precisely. It might perceive it as a more balanced, informative, and therefore trustworthy source. It's almost like building trust with the AI.
That's fascinating. Being objective helps you rank with an AI.
Okay. And Yawa's strategy is also evolving along these lines, shifting from just keyword-based SEO to a focus on semantic search.
Semantic search, meaning understanding the meaning, not just the words.
Exactly. Creating niche, specific content that caters to the meaning and the intent behind a user's query, rather than just trying to match exact keywords. It's about answering the question behind the question.
Deeper content.
Right. And Zena also mentioned the tool Ask the Public as a great way to find out what actual questions your audience is already asking online.
That's a practical tip. So this is truly where a massive aha moment could lie for your future visibility. If you have a business, a personal brand, or even just ideas you want to share, how will you adapt your content strategy to rank in this new world of generative search? The old rules are changing fast.
A new game has definitely begun.
Okay, finally, let's touch on the ethical dimensions and the strategic purpose of AI, because this community clearly isn't just about the cool tools, it's about responsible adoption.
Vitally important. The group places a strong emphasis on AI ethics. Dr. Charmaine has upcoming speaking engagements on the topic, and Zena even referenced UNESCO guidelines and a video from the godfather of AI, Geoffrey Hinton, on the risks.
So they're looking at the big picture, the potential downsides.
Absolutely, highlighting transparency and accountability as key principles.
And this focus on ethics isn't just about, checking a box, right? It's fundamental to strategy.
It really is. Zena introduced this crucial new framing. AI strategy isn't AI first, it's purpose first.
Purpose first, AI second.
Exactly. This means you should always ask yourself, what problem are you truly trying to solve here? What are you naturally good at that AI can amplify?
So the tech serves the purpose, not the other way around.
Precisely. The technology, in this view, is merely an enabler for your core purpose, not the purpose itself. It's about being really intentional with how you use it.
That's a really important distinction, focusing on leveraging AI to enhance your unique strengths. Rather than just chasing the latest tech trend for its own sake, it feels more grounded.
Much more grounded.
Mm.
And this purpose-first approach is significantly amplified by the group's collaborative spirit. You see that weave through everything they discussed.
How does collaboration help there?
Well, this collective expertise allows them to not just share knowledge and grow together faster, but crucially, to stress test ethical considerations and refine those purpose-first applications much more robustly than any single individual could.
Multiple perspectives catch potential issues.
Exactly. This collaborative approach means they can tackle complex problems. Like, remember Zena and Masai discussing a giant proposal for a law firm?
Yeah, the one interested in automation and emotional intelligence.
Right. They can approach that from multiple angles, ensuring both technical innovation and responsible human-centered implementation. It's not just about efficiency, it's about thoughtful application.
So, as you consider implementing AI in your own life or work, how can you ensure your choices are ethical, align with your core purpose, and truly amplify your unique strengths rather than just getting swept up in the hype? It really boils down to thoughtful, deliberate integration.
That's the key.
And there you have it. We've taken a pretty deep dive into the changing landscape of AI today.
We really covered some ground.
From understanding its limitations and harnessing powerful automation tools like UiPath to mastering this new frontier of generative engine optimization, or GEO.
Yeah, we've seen how a supportive community fosters that crucial learning, how practical tools can genuinely revolutionize workflows, and how a purpose-first, ethical approach is just essential for navigating this new technological era responsibly.
So let's end with Sebakunzi's first world problem again.
Yes. The extra time.
What do you do now that you've reclaimed back some of your time? In a world where AI is increasingly taking on tasks, freeing up your mental, maybe even physical energy, your biggest challenge might not actually be learning how to use the tools.
Interesting point.
Instead, it might be what to do with that newfound freedom, that extra space.
So for you listening, how will you use the time and mental space AI creates? Not just to fill it with more busyness, perhaps, but maybe to become a more optimal, productive, and ultimately maybe more human version of yourself.
That's the real question, isn't it? The AI journey is iterative, it's deeply personal. Continue to explore, experiment, and question, just like the incredible community we heard from today. Until next time, keep diving deep.